How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be heading into the long-awaited part 3 of What If King Kai taught everyone Kaio-Ken. If you guys missed the first two parts, then make sure you click the link up above to check those out and get caught up. We totally smashed the like goal of 700 likes, which is awesome. If you guys want a part 4 after this part, let's see if we can get this video to another 700 likes. Before we begin, I just want to give a huge shout out to all of my amazing patrons, as without your support, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. If you want to become a patron like all of these wonderful people, then make sure to click the link down below to pledge. It would mean so much. Anyways, let's get back into this series. We begin right after the events of Cell, with this being a very different time skip due to Goku being alive, and Future Trunks being stuck in the present. Future Trunks being stuck here was kind of controversial in the last part, so I figured I'd just explain that here. People were saying that they could just use Cell's time machine and fix that up. But that's not going to work, since the only reason Bulma was able to fix up the time machine in Super was because future Bulma had the notes for the fuel and repairs and such. Here, not so much. The fuel is also too complex and unknown, so I doubt even Shenron could do much. Shenron probably can't help very much since time travel is strictly forbidden among the gods, so he'd probably be punished for aiding a time traveler. Trunks is stuck here in the past, but it's really not bad at all for him. He can practice becoming the Capsule Corp CEO, and he gets to train with his dad whenever he wants. He gets to be a cool older brother to his younger self, and train up a younger version of his master Gohan. Speaking of Gohan, him and Goku have become much stronger due to the Kaio-Ken usage. These two aren't looking for higher levels of Super Saiyan, like 2 or something, since just using Kaio-Ken times 3 while Super Saiyan is a higher multiplier than Super Saiyan 2. The two are practicing using Super Saiyan with higher multipliers of Kaio-Ken, and during this time period they managed to get a whopping times 10. Now it may seem a lot to get to that level, but again, they've had 7 years to get to this point. This means at the time of Buu, they've gotten stronger than what Goku was as a Super Saiyan 3. Pretty insane. Anything higher than times 10 is a huge no though, as using the Kaio-Ken so much while in the Super Saiyan form straight up destroys your body. Times 10 is for complete dire situations and nothing else, as who knows what using it for so long will do to the body. Gohan in this time period hasn't only been training with Goku, but has been studying too. With both of his parents alive during peacetime, he's able to learn multitasking, being able to balance studies with training, which is something he didn't learn how to do until the Tournament of Power in Super. So, being able to do that now is such a huge godsend. Goten gets to actually have a father, meaning Chi-Chi doesn't try to mold him into somebody living up to his father's name. He'll have a unique hairstyle similar to one he has at the end of Z, and will be more like his GT self, training but mostly a ladies' man. The kid is still 7, but already has his priorities straight. Goten looks up to his father and brother greatly, wanting to be big and strong just like them, which eventually led to him becoming a Super Saiyan. Of course, Goku was the happiest dad on the planet seeing that, and began to really train Goten how to perfect the Super Saiyan form, like how he did with Gohan. He's not going to be teaching him Kaio-Ken though, as Goten is still super young and doesn't really need to learn it now due to peace. Goku only taught it to a younger Gohan since there was a huge threat of androids around the corner, and he really didn't have a choice. He'll teach it to Goten one day, but not right now. Gohan is able to balance a good Great Saiyaman life, still bumping into Videl, and the whole tournament business happens as in canon. Goku would of course love to compete in this tournament, as would Piccolo, who has been growing ever stronger with his own Kaio-Ken. In this gap, Piccolo's managed to cap out the Kaio-Ken at times 100, boosting him to rival Goku and Gohan. The other humans have managed to cap out the Kaio-Ken as well at times 100, something that has really helped them out. Yamcha and Tien continue to train very hard to max out Kaio-Ken, eventually doing so and being able to get not so far behind Goku. Krillin managed to hit it too, just a little slower since he never got the proper training from King Kai like the others did. Krillin wouldn't have hair, and he would still be a martial artist since Android 18 never met up with him, and he never got the chance to have a family. Unfortunately for him, but he's a lot stronger because of it. The one who has been really pushing himself has been Vegeta. He never got to learn the Kaio-Ken since he was so stubborn, but through his hard work and dedication, he became the very first Super Saiyan 2. It's not as impressive as what everybody else can do, but since Vegeta's pushing himself so hard at perfecting Super Saiyan 2, and the fact that he has 2 Trunkses to spar with, he'd be a pretty powerful warrior. He doesn't hide away from Goku either, as the two become pretty good buds over these years. They've had plenty of intense fights with Goku's Super Kaio-Ken and Vegeta's Super Saiyan 2 to see what is superior. There hasn't been a clear winner since Goku was holding back so much, but Vegeta doesn't mind, as he just works harder than ever to get to that level someday. So when the events of the Buu Saga take place, Vegeta has no need to turn evil again. The tournament itself wouldn't be too much different, just that Tien and Yamcha may compete, and Videl might be spared from Popovich, but the events leading to Babidi's ship would be mostly the same. Piccolo and Krillin would be turned into stone, leaving Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, future Trunks, Yamcha, and Tien going into Babidi's ship to stop him. I bet you guys can guess how that's going to go. Pui Pui, Yakon, and Dabura stand no chance against these machines, as they are all able to unleash great power in attempts to finish them. The problem is, though, unleashing all of that power proved to be kind of a huge downfall. You see, when Gohan got his power siphoned, he had a lot more energy due to how strong he was. Coupling that with all of the energy the Z Fighters just released, Buu has more than enough energy poured into his shell than before, awakening him much faster. Even without a Majin Vegeta, Majin Buu still lives. Buu would go on the offensive towards the Z Fighters, with Vegeta and future Trunks testing him out first. The two are easily taken down with little difficulty on Buu's part, even with a mastered Super Saiyan 2. Yamcha and Tien sail to distract Buu while Goku and Gohan power up, and Tien tries to completely erase Buu with his Tri-Beam. Now, while this really doesn't help, it does keep Buu away from the Saiyans as they power up. And with the Super Kaio-Ken Goku, he's able to rush Buu. Just like in the canon Goku vs. Buu fight, Buu plays around a lot, but is easily overwhelmed due to the power difference. Again, this Goku is stronger than the Super Saiyan 3 self, so he isn't really being roughed up. The only pain he's getting is the strain from the Kaio-Ken. Gohan comes in as well to help out his father, so Buu is pretty much being beaten around with no chances to fight back. There's only one way for Buu to get out of this one. He grabs Goku's leg when he goes to kick and sucks him right into him. Gohan wonders what exactly happened, rushing towards Buu to save his father, but Buu explodes in energy, sending Gohan flying back. When he looks up, all he sees is Buu, stronger than ever in his father's clothing. Buu begins to power up, and a red glow envelops him as he screams, Kaio-Ken. Gohan and the others are in complete shock at seeing Buu able to absorb Goku and use his abilities on top of it. This isn't good. Buu has completely turned the tables on the fighters and begins to battle it out with Gohan. Gohan does his best while in Kaio-Ken, but since Buu is a different body makeup than most mortals, he can use the Kaio-Ken boost to whatever he wants. Meaning if Gohan boosts his Kaio-Ken anymore, Buu can boost it to 10 times that to exceed Gohan. Tien and Yamcha use their times 100 Kaio-Ken to at least do something, but of course, it's meaningless and they just end up getting in the way. They need some more help. Luckily, Dabura finally succumbed to his death, freeing Piccolo and Krillin. Though Gohan tells Piccolo to get out of there with Shin, since if he dies, the Dragon Balls will cease to exist. Piccolo really wants to fight and help, but he knows Gohan is right. Buu rushes Shin and Piccolo, not letting them escape, but the humans jump in the way to stop Buu. They get slammed hard into the ground, and are on the verge of death. Buu looks at them, and while he wants to kill them, there is something inside of himself that is against it. Instead, he just absorbs them too. While in the absorbing process, Gohan grabs Shin and tells the other to get out of there as fast as possible. Piccolo picks up Vegeta and Trunks, and they fly out of there. Buu catches up in no time due to his amazing speed, blasting Shin out of Gohan's arms, and killing him on the spot. Gohan yells out no, and goes to do something to stop Buu from killing Piccolo. Buu still isn't a good guy, and while he didn't want to kill Yamcha and Tien, he has the knowledge of the Dragon Balls, so he needs to kill Piccolo, that way they don't use them against him. Gohan is no match for a powered up Buu, and since Krillin is still close by getting out of there, he communicates with him to get the others to Namek, since Piccolo is probably going to die here. Krillin tells Gohan he'll do everything he can, and that he's sorry things had to turn out this way. Gohan and Piccolo put up a good fight, but are taken down easily by Buu, with Piccolo being killed, and Gohan being absorbed as well. This Buu is a complete powerhouse now with all of these strong beings inside of him. There are 2 more back there he needs to get to, however, which are Vegeta and Trunks, so he goes back to go and absorb them too. Luckily, this was enough for Krillin to get back with the others. There isn't a lot of time, but luckily Bulma, Trunks, and Goten are here, so he tells them that they need to get to Namek as fast as possible, and there's no time to explain. He doesn't want to bring the kids with them, but they're very strong as it is, so they could be of any help if they get into trouble. Chi-Chi and Roshi are at the tournament too, so they get brought along. The group quickly blasts into space, hoping that they are too far away so that Buu can't sense them. Luckily, they are, and leave the planet in time before Buu knows what's going on. The remaining Z Fighters are in complete mourning, as they know it's only a matter of time before Buu realizes they aren't on the planet anymore, and goes looking for them. They just need to hope that they can get to Namek in time, and save the universe. And that's where we're going to be leaving things for right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this very different Buu Saga so far, with all the twists and turns that are put in here. And I enjoyed writing something new for this scenario. Will our heroes be able to get to Namek in time before Buu kills them? well, make sure to get this video to 700 likes so I can continue this part, and you can see what happens next. Thank you all so much for watching, and until we meet again, see you later!